everybody, and welcome back to the Planet Coaster Water Park. And yeah, I figured what better way to start out July than to get in here and let's just do a water park update. So, full disclosure, if you're new and you're watching this, no, Planet Coaster does not have water parks. All of this is just implied at the moment. Now, we're hoping one day, yes, we really will, perhaps get a, actual working water slides and, working pools and the guest changing rooms and, all that stuff that, that really took hold and people loved with the RCT3 soaked expansion. But for right now, no, this is just a big experiment, just me trying to have fun and build a little implied water park. So that's kind of the deal. And really, for also people that are new, basically, let's just do a quick overview. This is kind of like the entrance area, parking lot where the trams come and pick you up and all that. Monorail can pick you up, or you can ride the tram over. And basically, that is how you enter the water park and the resort. You enter the park from the from one of the upper levels of the resort, and then you can make your way down to the changing rooms, the lockers, the lobby, and you can kind of make your way out here onto the beach. At one point, I even thought about maybe making this all water out here, and maybe just making it like it's an oceanfront type resort. But I don't know. We'll just kind of have to see. Out here is like your little lounge chairs on the beach and your little sunbathing area. And then here is like here's a big lagoon where you have the big Atlantis castle and Shark Reef Pearl Factory, like the gift shop area. Still need to work on this. This is kind of like a little kids splash pad area. So they can come over here and splash around, jump off some of that stuff. Over here, we've got the little in the water bar, the little swim up bar, Shark Reef bar. So you never have to leave the water. You can swim right up to that and grab your drinks. Over here is kind of like the big, one of the big focal points of the park, and that's kind of like the big Atlantis, the big Atlantean castle, where you can take this really huge plunge out of that. And I figured, as far as like the backstage area goes, I figured inside there could be a bunch of interactive stuff, water chutes and interactive screens and like maybe a even small little aquarium section inside there. So that can all be just kind of like I said, just implied, kind of up to your imagination of what's going on in there before you make your way up to the high slide. Then, of course, we've got our little path areas over here, kind of take you down to another little slide area. And over here is the little queue for it, or the little path that takes you up into the smaller tower over there, so you can make your way down those slides. And for that late evening, we've got made a little fire pit over here that the guests can set around. And another thing, too, that's kind of been requested lately is for me to add in some flat rides. So hopefully, we can get some actual guests in and maybe get them to actually walk around and use some of the park, because like I said at the beginning, they can't use the actual water slides. So got the little Whirly Rig here, and I thought it was pretty cool. What I wanted to focus on more with this park is, or going forward with this park, is to try to make the backstage areas, a little more believable. Try to really just start on some backstage areas, which the park kind of lacked a little bit. So that's what you'll kind of see over here. This is kind of an area that the guests can't get to, pump houses, what have you, kind of like just a maintenance type area. And I was thinking about maybe covering this up, maybe covering the front of this up with a rock facade, just so the guests don't have to stare at a blank wall with with just the machinery and the pumps. But yeah, this is the newest slide. I totally encased the top of it in glass, so I've still got to fix the bottom here to where what they'll actually slide on. But I figured just as far as the glass goes, it really gives a cool look and breaks up some of Sylv's slides here. I got these slides out of Kowali Beach and made them blueprints, so they've worked out really well in that little pool. But I figured this slide right here really kind of sets the whole area, gives it a good little different vibe as far as us, obviously not really having slides in Planet Coaster yet. So I've got my little mist fan up here. This is kind of the they kind of got a long little hall to get up to the main building, to get up to that slide. So they kind of would make their way up this little queue through the trees, and I thought it would be cool because they could see people kind of as you're queuing up and walking by, you can see people flying off of the huge slide here, and then you kind of turn and make your way up here into the kind of like the pre-queue area. I've got my mist fans going up here because I figured it would be probably pretty scorching. We've got our little kind of like our little canvas flags up here to try to provide some shade. But yeah, guys. Oh yeah, and too, a big request was the lazy river. Remember an episode ago we got the lazy river put in, and here's kind of like your little entrance area where you can kind of jump in with your inner tube and make your way around through here, and it actually takes you into the back side of the Atlantis aquarium, or the Atlantis backstage building, and then you come out of this tunnel and you can get out right here and probably get another exit point once we actually start finishing more stuff out that way. We'll have a couple entrance and exit points, for the lazy river. But yeah, so that is pretty much what I have going on with this, guys. I'm having a ton of fun with it. Like a lot of us said, I know we're probably going to see this a lot in the comments. I really wish Frontier would actually, give us water parks and water slides, and I do too. I think that would be awesome. So that is definitely one of my big Planet Coaster dreams, Planet Coaster wants. But at the same time, I'm having a ton of fun right now, just kind of designing all this as implied. So it's kind of like I was telling some people a long time ago. The thing about when we, like, I don't see a lot of water parks out there right now because they're really tough to make look believable. And like I said, it's kind of daunting when the guests can't actually use it. But that's what's kind of what draws me to it, and what is so fun about the whole water park idea right now. Just because, once we actually have water parks, or, if we ever do, I mean, I'm sure we will at some point, then everybody will be building water parks. So the cool part of it for me is not a lot of people are doing it right now because we don't actually have the real water parks. So anyways, that's just my thoughts on it, guys, and I will go ahead and leave you with this update. I'll probably next time maybe record some time-lapse footage and let you guys see how I actually put some of this stuff together. I was even thinking about bringing in my pirate coaster, my Ripshot coaster, and maybe making this, fleshing it out a little bit and putting that coaster in so we can really see the guests more. And, once I actually let them in, and I think that would be pretty cool to have actually like that Ripshot coaster over here kind of mixed in with the water park stuff, and get one of those kind of like combo parks that you see sometimes where it's water park and theme park. And if they want to go on the coaster in their swimming trunks or their bathing suits, they can. It's not a big deal. It's just like all one big inclusive park with a big water park, push water park theme. But yeah, so anyways, guys, yeah, smash that like button if you end up enjoying this video, and subscribe with me for some more Planet Coaster water park content. And yeah, let me know your thoughts down below, and I will catch you in the next video. Thank you, guys. See ya.